videos. But he makes these other videos, the Africans want me deported. The reason I wanted to react to his main video that he's deleted, he made some allegations and he was talking about me, okay? So Oshay, I want to put this on a record because sometimes I feel like these people don't listen. And the guys that have listened to me long term, they know this, but this is a tactic that some of these FBAs do with the hope that maybe they can encourage somebody to do something to me. So it's kind of reverse psychology. Oshay, I'm going to say this on the record. I do not support anybody doxing your Uganda address, finding where you live in Uganda, harming you in Uganda. I have no interest in anybody doing anything physically to harm you. It's not worth it. What am I going to gain from somebody harming you? I don't gain anything from it. That's too cruel. That's not who I am. So I have nothing. I can beat you online. Just like this, rhetoric to rhetoric. I'll beat you online. That's what I did the first time. So why will I move it away from this? When I force you to capitulate, why will I get away from this methodology? You roast, I roast. I'm not going to come there and tell somebody to do something to you. So that's off the record now. I have explained that. I don't support any form of violence, attacks, or anything against Oshay Duke Jackson. Matter of fact, stay there as long as you can. I made a video 3 days ago saying that we are stuck with you. You're never going to leave. You're going to live all your life there and retire there and be a grandpa in Uganda. So we've come to accept that that's what is going to happen. Okay, we've come to accept that. That's just what is going to happen. Nobody is going to do anything to physically harm you. That's not something that I'm interested in. Only weak people fight like that. This is something that is very typical with your community. I don't fight like that. We're fighting about ideas, and our strategies might be different. Your strategy is you get drunk and you go on a rant and you say some of the most hurtful things and disrespectful things about people and their features, and you mock our accents and our last names. You do the most disrespectful and disparaging thing that even white folks never do. Now, my methodology is different. I go on non-stop hits. And if it looks like an obsession, I don't care. I can dedicate a whole month making only videos about you. That's my methodology. And some of my videos would involve investigating your past, the things you've done in the past, to try to let people understand why you're crazy. That's my methodology. And Oshay calls that doxing. That is not doxing. That is not doxing. What I'm doing is not doxing. Finding legal paperwork of court documents of your mama and your daddy beating themselves up to almost killing themselves. That's Oshay's history. Their parents were beating themselves up almost to death in California. And I found those court documents. These are legal court papers that are public information. But I never put it out there. I just held on to it for the good day. And that's what he doesn't want me to expose. I'm like, Oshay, I'm going to expose that. You're not going to stop me from doing that. You had your chance, buddy. I gave you the chance, and you abused it. This guy, he wants to hit, but he doesn't want to be hit. And I'm like, no, you're not gonna just hit one way and hope that I'm just gonna sit back and not punch back. He's like, no, you haven't seen anything yet, man. I'm ruthless like that, Oshay. I'm ruthless, bro. I don't care how big your channel is. Okay, isn't this the same Oshay Duke Jackson that used to come here and mock our live streams on the main channel? Remember, on the main channel, he used to mock our live streams that had the channel that has more subs. He used to come there and mock our live streams because we would stream to like 5 people, 6 people, and then he would come in there, roast, super chat and roast and leave. Because he thought that what we're doing was not going to gain any traction. Then he came back probably about 3 months later And we're doing 100 people on lives on a much smaller channel. We are converting sometimes almost 10% of the subs watching a live stream. You don't find very many small channels that can have a sub 2,000 channels hosting live streams with 120. 2 nights ago, we had 147 people. Just 2 nights ago on an unplanned live stream. Didn't even plan it. I just kind of like put it up. I don't plan most of my live streams. 147 people tuned in 2 nights ago on a channel that only has 1,600, at the time had only 1,600, 1,700 subs. So he's done YouTube longer. He knows that we have some traction. He knows that. And it only comes down to authenticity, because I'm not here begging anybody. I'm not stealing anybody's money. I just come here and I talk my crap and I go. Okay? I come here, I talk my crap and I go. And most of it, mostly factual. Okay, mostly factual. And this is what they don't like, because they've never been challenged. So he's like, well, the only 2 guys that are criticizing me don't even live in Africa. They think that if you don't live in Africa, then you have no interest in Africa. I'm African. Are you crazy? Are you stupid? I have my eyes on it. Obviously, that's where I'm from. Even if I don't live there, it doesn't mean I don't love the place. Are you stupid? That's the difference between a Western mindset and us. Some of us pay school fees. We have families there. Because for us, our families are not just nuclear, not just my wife and kids. We have long, large families that we support from here. So it doesn't matter where an African lives. You can't take the African out of them. We still speak our languages. Some of us are teaching our children our languages. They eat our food. We take our cultures with us everywhere we go. I'm African. So don't tell me because I don't live in Africa, I'm going to watch a non-African in Africa say shit about Africa and I can't respond. Are you stupid? What are you smoking or drinking? Like, oh, all the people that criticize me don't even live in Africa. As if that is a requirement to be African. Living in Africa doesn't make you African. I'm African and you're not. You're American and I'm African. You are a visitor in my land. At least I have citizenship here, but I'm still a visitor too in white America. But I have a lot of interest in Africa. I go back to Africa a lot. I literally spend all my vacation in Africa. I still do business in Africa. I have friends and family in Africa. I went to elementary school. I was born there. I went to elementary school there. I went to high school there. I grew up in Africa. I sound African. And you're telling me I can't speak in protest of some bullshit that you're saying about us? Are you stupid? Who gave you the permission to even speak on us? And dare me not to speak because I don't live on a continent. Because you have some Pan-African ideology. Pan-Africanism is just an ideology. It's not a passport. You don't have a passport of any country on the African continent. You're a visitor to Africa with a dark skin. You are not any different than a white dude from Alaska visiting Africa. Same people. You're just an American visiting and living in Africa with a dark skin. That's it. Salute to you, A86. You're a black American visiting Africa. Living and doing business in Africa. You don't really do business there, but living and creating content in Africa. And that's okay. But do not ever question the loyalty of an African just because he lives overseas. Because you don't understand the amount of remittances and support we send to our countries. We all contribute to the development of these countries. Ask any country how much remittances they get. And even if the remittances only go to our family members like you alluded to, it still goes into the national economy. It helps with forex and exchange rates. If you know anything about economics, it helps move money around. It pays somebody's school fees. What do you think our family members do with the money? Just put it in their ass and shit it out? No, they go and buy groceries. That supports a business. They pay school fees. That supports a business. Do you know how Nigerians are sending billions of dollars home in remittances? Even if it goes to their family members. Do you know how many people get to eat a meal just because a family member is working overseas? Do you know how many black immigrants hold the line for Africans? You guys go there and you give people petty gifts in the village, and you think that you've done a lot for the Africans. No, you haven't. You don't know the amount. Even if I went there and I built a house or I built a business, the people that work in those houses, they're still African. They're getting employed. The Ghanaian or the Nigerian that lives in America and the UK holds the line for many African families. You can never argue against that. Ask any country how much money they get in remittances from abroad. Go to Jamaica and ask. When Jamaica had a hurricane, what did your community do? They were boycotting Jamaicans even in their hardest times. You know, our friends in Haiti, the first black people on this side of the Atlantic to set themselves free, who have never had peace because of Western hegemony and has Western interference to this very day. Everybody knows Haiti's stories. If there's any human being you want to feel pity for, it's our Haitian brothers. Port-au-Prince went through some difficulty, and they had an earthquake, and these brothers from Haiti still worked through it. And then there was more meddling. I think his name was Moïse. President Moïse got killed, which had Canadian and French hands in it, and destabilized them again. And then the gangs had to take over, fighting to restore some type of power. But Cap Haitien is safe. You know, there's certain parts of the island that is safe. You guys are the wealthiest blacks closest to the Haitians. Yet you haven't given them any support. And the few that got access to even come to America to rebuild their lives, you hate them. You maltreat them. You treat them badly. When they cross over to their brothers in the DR, they discriminate against them. And Haiti is an island, but you've all left them on an island. You have not shown them any love. And you still have the audacity to say, boycott them, boycott them, boycott them. How much down do you want them to be? Because you have no soul. Talking about, what people are walking around Africa with no soul. No, you guys have no soul. What happened to you guys, man? You were not always like this. You were not like this in the 60s. Even in the early 70s, you were not like this. What happened to y'all, man? You stopped going to church. You stopped loving the Lord. You stop taking care of your families, your kids. You have more energy for the most unnecessary things. There's some idiot called the angry man, sits on the internet and yells, puts his cash up and scream. All of you came from the same school. It's called the Negro Manosphere. Who is the architect of the Negro Manosphere? Oshay Duke Jackson. Let me show you some of the most scholarly people that came out of the Negro Manosphere. You know, the most intelligent black men that came out of the Negro Manosphere. Oshay Duke Jackson, the angry man. There was a guy called Charles Tyler that died in Brazil. BMT, who thinks that he created the Passport Bro movement. All of them became whores overseas. They started traveling the world, sleeping with prostitutes. Okay? Now, for those of you that are very new to who Oshay Duke Jackson is, I'm going to find, because this video, he doesn't show us a lot. I'm going to go to my old some of my old videos. And I'll play you one just to give you an idea. I may have to go way back to find some of these videos.
God, she said I'm fat. You know what I mean? Am I fat now?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, what's going on? Hold on a second. All right, guys, I can't even see what's going on in the chat right now. All right. Let me go to my chat right here in my live chat. All right, we got 31 people watching. 36 people watching.
I don't.
All right, can you guys, is the internet going pretty good or is it going slow? What up, All Mall? What up, Mr. Marcus? Man, where is Lala? All right, can you guys, is the internet? All right, cool. So, all right, so Rosalind, I'm sorry. What's your name? Tell them what your name is.
Rosalind.
Rosalind, okay. What part of Uganda are you from?
Kampala.
Kampala.
Yeah.
All right, like, but what kind of, where were you born? Where were you born in? And where's that at? Like, what part of Uganda is that at?
West.
Man, guys, I know I don't have any game. I've been out of the game for over a decade now, but you gotta come out a little bit stronger than this, Oshay.
Okay. We were talking a little bit about like weave and makeup and stuff, right? And
yeah.
How do you feel about that? Because this is a big topic, like in America and amongst Africa. What do you feel about makeup?
Shy.
No, it's fine. Come back.
Wait.
You're shy. No, it's fine. You look good. We're gonna talk about also why you're gonna go to USA. Come on, let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about also why you're gonna go to USA. But some of these guys have we done seen it. They said they want us to come back.
That's what?
They said, we done seen the ass now, come back.
We done seen the ass now, come back. Wait, let it.
They said she got ass though, you see?
Hey.
She's beautiful, right? Like, she don't have no makeup on, she don't have no weave or anything.
Look at me here.
America. You want to go to America, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Okay, why do you want to go to America?
I want to go for
work.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know anybody that works in America from?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't know anybody that's ever been to the United States?
No.
Why not like the United Kingdom, or why not France, or why not Germany, or those other places?
Thanks for the tip.
You're scary.
Don't be scared, it's us here. Have her turn around for us. I wasn't expecting that donkey booty. Hot damn. I'll tell you what, we'll start a business, okay? Me and you, I promise. Me and you will start a business, okay? Right now. But you can't get up in the next 5 minutes. So you and me are gonna help recruit Ugandan girls for Black dudes in America. So you and me are gonna help recruit Ugandan girls for Black dudes in America.
So yeah, this is why, that's what I'm saying. A lot of you, when I first posted this video, shout out to you, Jada. When I first posted this video, the channel was so small, so a lot of people didn't know this side of Oshay Jackson. They didn't know that this is why he went to Africa. So now that he's talking all the big talk, making it sound like he's this exclusive Pan-African that is there to solve African problems, he went there to start a sex trafficking business, in his own words. This is why Oshay Jackson went there. Whenever he talks this big game about content, see, Oshay is nothing in terms of content and creativity if he doesn't go to Africa. This is how he live streamed in 2019. Look at that. I even have more things to show you. If you look at how he made thumbnails back then. Okay, I'm not talking about this AI stuff that people are doing now, but back then people actually had to make thumbnails, right? And he didn't even try. He just let the video itself make the thumbnails for him. He didn't put in any work at all. The reason that, it's a time thing. Right now, the space is saturated. You know what I'm saying? The space is saturated, so it's a lot more harder to gain subscribers when you just start. Like literally, I consider myself really actively doing YouTube now for 6 months, right? Before that, I wasn't really doing YouTube like that. So to get this type of growth in 6 months, I would have probably gained 10x at the time when these Oshays started YouTube, because there was not very many channels like this. Like the monetization part of it wasn't really there. So people used to post like how to make videos on YouTube. It was like how to change a brake, how to do this, how to do that. So the monetization feature didn't catch on to most of us, because I was in college. I didn't have time to be thinking about this. And kudos to them. I don't knock anybody's capitalism for them finding something and being pioneers in it and doing exceptionally well at it. I'm not going to take that away from him. But what he doesn't understand is he still speaks to people that are creating and are starting to build their audience as if they will never grow or as if they will never get there. And that is not true. If you are building something, if you are watching me and you're building something, you're starting something, don't look at the guys that are already at the finish line and think that you can get there. That might discourage you a little bit. Just do your own thing. Do your own thing. Do your analytics. Learn about the platform. Put in the little work. Put in the hours. Try to build an audience base. Listen to your audience and try to give them what they want to watch. Because at the end of the day, you're only gonna watch what you want to watch. I can't just put stuff here for you and hope that you watch it. That's why that feedback is important. And eventually you're going to build your own way and your own path.
So you and me are going to help recruit Ugandan.
Did you guys hear that?
Ugandan women, pretty ones like you, up with guys in America. That means that we are going to create, like, we're going to hook Ugandan women, pretty ones like you, up with guys in America. That means that we are going to create, like, we're going to hook Ugandan women, pretty ones like you, up with guys in America.
Cully.
We're going to go in business. See. So what do you think? You think it's a guys, press 5 if you want Rosalind, because Rosalind's shy, right? But I might bring her on for Kinganda I was going to do an episode with her for that. But I don't know if she's camera shy or not. But so let's talk about how we're gonna get pretty girls like you to guys in America, right? That's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna use my Kinganda YouTube channel, and we're gonna bring hook guys up, and then that way you'll have enough money to go to the You probably won't even need to go to USA if it turns out well. I promise. That way, you'll have enough money to go to the You probably won't even need to go to USA if it turns out well. I promise. That way, you'll have enough money to go to the You probably won't even need to go to USA if it turns out well.
You know what is funny? Let me pull my other screen up. You know what is funny? This video was posted 9 months ago on the main channel. It only got 154 views. See, that's a problem when you have a small channel, or when you don't have the traction and you post a video. That was Oshay's calculations. Not a lot of people see it. But about 120 of you are seeing this live now. But this video posted a long time ago, and it only had 154 people in 9 months. So according to Oshay, that was not enough eyes for him to bother. And I kept telling him, I said, this shit is going to grow. And when the time comes, every 6 months, I'm going to refresh people's memories. Eventually, people are going to see it. Now, there are other Oshay videos that got up there 3, 4, 5,000 views. But in the earlier stages, these were only 154 people saw it. So it worked in his favor. But right now, it does not work in his favor because people are going to see it. And every time that we grow, I can always bring it back and replay it for more people to see it. This is why it's a bigger challenge for him now, because he knows there's eyes on this. People are going to see it. 120 people have seen it right now. This is why Oshay went to Africa. He didn't go there to set up business, to help people out. He was a passport bro. And because he liked darker women, he decided to set shop in Africa. And that's how we ended up with Oshay. Oshay didn't go there on some Pan-African business.
This channel is all about exploiting and later dissing Africans out. Who the hell is the Mac 3?
We need another one. Phone now. I'm hungry though.